Good evening, servants of planet Earth. Not that I need to explain myself to any of you, but the purpose of this broadcast is to shed light on some newly enacted legislation and express the importance of compliance and understanding as we take our first steps into the intergalactic community. By way of my very good friend, the Ambassador, he has mended previously strained relationships with our creators. The only obstacle now is with the collective that dwells deep beneath the Earth's surface and has recently joined forces with the intelligence that we created. As of this coming morning, approximately 6:66 a.m., all pedestrian global communication will be shut down, and a curfew that will span all hours of the day will be put into effect. The only exception is during work hours, in which a shuttle will be provided for you to and from. Your cooperation is required and very much appreciated. Take pride in the knowledge that each and every one of you are serving a purpose to benefit the winners of the human race. You will not be forgotten, for your services will be much needed once our efforts have concluded in the desired outcome. You are important. You are special. And you are the tools that have constructed a very bright future. As we expand throughout the stars, the reach of human influence will grow as our power will be overwhelming to those who do not share the same vision of peace. And I will personally lead the... Who let you in here? What are you doing? No, don't! I'll do anything! Please! I'll give you anything! A fucking promotion! An army! Anything but my life!
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, tonight we are legally obligated to mourn the passing of Earth King I. He died due to unspecified natural causes. In this reporter's humble opinion, we might just be facing doomsday right now, folks. There's rioting in the streets. People are going crazy. There's a mushroom cloud just over that hill over yonder, but it's gone now. Don't look at it, it's gone. For more on this developing story, we go to our reporter in the field.
Just as we thought our master had finally achieved immortality, it seems even infinity has an end. And this end will be continued by way of a 1,000-foot statue being constructed through lethally enforced volunteer work. For more on this developing story, we go to our reporter in the field.
The news broke at midnight. We will all remember where we were when we first heard the tragic news of the death of our great leader at the very tender age of 322. The youngest of the chosen developed an unknown illness and was apparently immune to the cure for death, which is administered only to the very few worthy of such a gift. For more on this developing story, we go to our reporter in the field.
I thought I qualified for the cure when I returned home from a recent tour of the Antarctic. However, that was not the case. So now I'm currently dying of death to the death. For more on this developing story, we bring you to our reporter in the field.
Now just remain calm. Earth King II will be named as soon as our overlords make their decision. And not to worry, soon we will have a new ruler to bow down before. We are in need of absolute direction. For more on this developing story, we go to our reporter in the field.
The world is still in shock as the Council of Global Peacemakers decide through a very cordial conversation, not blackmail and bribery, who will become Earth King II. For more information on this developing story, we go to our reporter in the field.
In unrelated, purely coincidental news, half of the world's bird population has now died after it was revealed that they were robots the entire time, as they were systematically decommissioned. Birdwatchers everywhere bask in the irony that it was actually birds who were people watching. For more on this developing story, we go to our reporter in the field.
We've received word that the deliberation process has begun. We've been granted exclusive access into how the selection process works. I was strongly advised that I read the following. In the spirit of full and absolute transparency, please take this unprecedented look at your government working for you.
Our protocol was based on him actually living forever.
So, there wasn't a contingency plan?
With the cure for death being handed down by the Creator itself, a contingency plan was deemed unnecessary.
So, was lead poisoning not taken into account?
Not when it's traveling 853 miles per second. We need to figure out who's going to be the successor.
Well, I got our boy Jimothy Vance over here with a beer in his hand, ready to hold a scepter in the other.
I think we need just to bring in an outsider. Jimothy has too many ties to Deborah, which makes him a liability.
Well, I do control half of the world's supply of moon oil, and it has your name on it if you reconsider.
Due to guidelines set forth by Earth King I, we are unable to accept bribes. However, you can donate to one of my many charities.
Why would I do that? I don't want any small percentage to go to helping anyone.
In this trying hour, we look to our overlords in the sky to provide an answer to all of our problems. There hasn't been an estimated time of arrival, but once we are privy to that information, you will be given a carefully constructed narrative. For more on this developing story, we go to our reporter in the field.
Widespread panic, mayhem, and murder in the streets is what we're used to, but that constant has come to a perplexing crawl. Some say those urges have been replaced by anticipation. Others speculate that someone forgot to turn off the mind control device due to the confusion caused by Earth King I's death. For more on this developing story, we go to our reporter in the field.
The world continues to anxiously await the decision of the successor of Earth King I. And when that decision is made, we will be the first and only network to tell you, the good people. For more on this developing story, we will cut to our reporter in the field.
As of 2 seconds ago, we have word that the mothership Atlantis has finally landed and will soon be blessing us with the knowledge needed to take the next steps in our intellectual evolution. For more on this developing story, we go to our reporter in the field.
It seems Earth King II has been crowned. We can all breathe a collective sigh of relief, as our lives will no longer be in chaos. New life directives will come shortly, but now we go live to Earth King II.
Good evening. I am the Ambassador, here on behalf of your Supreme Overlord. Since your pathetic beginning, we have been manipulating your evolution in order to serve our purpose. That being sheer entertainment and rapid overpopulation for the incredibly lucrative business of producing and exporting biofuels. We have been controlling your world from our satellite that sits in your night sky. However, it is now time to micromanage everything, because the only actual world war is on the horizon.
And there we have it. With our best interest in mind, Earth King II has already begun making changes around here. Construction on Earth King I's statue is already underway, and so is the dome to protect us from detection from the undesirables. For more on this developing story, we go to our reporter in the field.
The rest of them have arrived. They have control, and those in power are compliant. Don't worry, we're gonna be fine. For more on this story, we go to our reporter in the field.
With the sky protected, everyone able-bodied or not will be stationed around all possible coastlines, as the war with those beneath the surface is about to begin. For more on the developing story, we go to our reporter in the field.
None of us have gotten paid to do this. Are we mad? Yes. Are we gonna do anything about it? No, because that's the way this fucking world goes. Do you have a comment?